Hello students, good morning. Welcome back in science class. Students, in the last classes we'll start the chapter number 10, that is habitat of the living. Students, in the last class we learned different type of habitat and their adaptations. Students, in the last class we learned adaptation in terrestrial habitats. Students, now we are learning adaptation in aquatic habitat. So let's begin. So now we are learn adaptation in aquatic habitat. Students, aquatic habitat includes all the freshwater and marine water regions like pond, lakes, rivers and oceans respectively. Students, aquatic animals like fish have streamlined bodies which reduce friction and allow them to move in water. On the other hand, sea animals like the octopus don't possess streamlined body as they reside deep inside the ocean. Rather, they have the ability to make their bodies streamlined when they move in water. Aquatic animals possess gills that help them to breathe by absorbing the oxygen which dissolve in water. Dolphins and whales possess nostrils on the upper part of their head to enable them to breathe from atmosphere directly. Frogs are amphibious in nature. For example, frog can live in water as well as on land. Frogs have strong hind legs which helps them to hop on the land, and their webbed feet enable them to swim in water. Frogs also have a protective membrane called the nictitating membranes on their eyes which cover the eyes when they are underwater. Plant adaptation. Aquatic plants have small roots which hold the plant in place. Stems are soft and light. Leaves of submerged aquatic plant possess ribbon-like leaves which bend in the direction of the flowing water, thus don't obstructing the flow of water. Okay. Acclimatization. The process of acclimatization is a long-time adaptation to new climate condition associated with the formation of new dynamic territory, which occur through the establishment of temporary or permanent reflex connection with the environment through the central nervous system. Students, adaptation refer to changes in an organism over a long period of time, but there are certain changes that can occur in an organism over a short period of time which help it to adjust to the changes in its surrounding. This is called acclimatization. For example, sheep grows very thick wool in cold climate. And another common example of acclimatization is altitude sickness. Students, many people who live in a plains suffering from altitude sickness when they go to high mountain where there is low oxygen content. They feel breathless and nervous. However, the bodies adjust to the change in a few days. They acclimatize to the changes in the surrounding. For this reason, high altitude climbers often stay a few days at a base camp and then climb up slowly to a higher camp. Thus, adaptation is different from acclimatization. Okay. So student will complete this chapter with the learn different type of habitat, adaptation and acclimatization. Thank you. If you have any doubt, please ask me. Thank you.